Good morning, it's Friday, January 24th, and I'm here to give you the sad news that we've already had one shooting in a school to begin the year. A student was killed and the killer killed himself. And this happened at the Antioch High School in Nashville, Tennessee, where a 17-year-old male student armed with a pistol fired multiple shots in the school's cafeteria, killing a 16-year-old student, and then the student killed himself after the attack. So police are investigating whether the victims are directly targeted or were just struck by random gunfire. And Wednesday's tragedy is the first school shooting to occur in the U.S. this year, and that is based upon CNN's school shooting database parameters. I didn't even know we had a school shooting database. There were 83 students killed in 2024, the most of any year since CNN started to track this infamous crime. And so we have a president who is sending troops to the border. And I'm now ready to say those troops should be sent to school. Why are the schools unprotected when we have mass shootings that are occurring there? That is a major crisis, much more of a crisis than what's going on at the border. So why? Why are we wasting time on the border when we should be protecting our students? It's a shame, just to think of it, that parents have to have this in their head, that their little kids go off to school, or their middle schools, or their high schools, and they're liable to get killed. What kind of country is this? It's a country where we are gun crazy, and this is because we have guns in this country that these kinds of attacks continue to happen. I'm fed up with it. Fed up with reading this shit. I'm supposed to be worrying about the border. That's nonsense. And you know, this shooting that took place in the Nashville High School, the law enforcement officials are seeking a motive for the shooting. Well, the kid had a gun and he had something wrong. His head was not in the right place. What do you think they're going to find out? He didn't go down there and deliberately shoot this 16-year-old girl. Based upon what I'm reading, he was shooting in the cafeteria and he hit her. And the shooter, who was identified by the Nashville police as 17-year-old Solomon Henderson, fired multiple rounds in the cafeteria at 11 a.m. in the morning. And he killed this young student, Jocelyn Correa Escalante, who was described by her family as being kind and loving. Well, I'm sure she was kind and loving. She's a teenage girl. She got all her life in front of her. She's a good student, apparently. And she gets killed because this nutcase Henderson goes there and kills her, and then he kills himself. So what was going through his mind? And then there was another boy, a 17-year-old, who was almost grazed by a shot in the arm. He was treated at the hospital and released. And there was some kid who got a facial injury but was not shot, but was probably ducking behind a table or something to avoid getting shot. Now this is a tragedy that sent students in the cafeteria diving for color. And it's the first school shooting this year. But we've had school shootings every single year. There were 83 school shootings in 2024. That means there was like 1.5 shootings every week in a year. Is that not crazy? That we would have 84 school shootings in 1 year? What are we doing? Are we supposed to have people searching our children when they come to school? We are going to have those devices that you have to walk through that check to make sure that you're not carrying arms like they do at the airport. This is insane. And the shooting was shown live on a device that was called Kick. That's an Australian streaming platform. Now, I don't know why that would be hooked up in the school cafeteria, but it was. And as soon as this thing started showing live, it was quickly shut down. But it's strange to me that a cafeteria has a streaming device that's Australian on its premises. But in any event, authorities are investigating whether the victims were directly targeted by Henderson or struck as random gunfire. And what difference does it make whether it's a direct targeting or not? The kid carried a gun into school and killed people. So why are they trying to figure out who, what, why? This is an episode that continues to happen in this country and we don't do shit about it. And so now when they investigate, they find out that Henderson has a social media account that contained violent and racist and anti-Semitic content. So was the young lady Jewish? Was he killing because he's an anti-Semite? He's an unbalanced person. And we need to be able to recognize these characteristics. But no, we will spend all our time sending people to the border. Instead of having a force that protects the students in schools and a way to recognize when we have troubled students who see the world differently. How about spending some money on that instead of sending 1,500 people to the border? So we need to do a lot in this country to protect our students and protect the rest of us. And we don't need to waste time protecting the border. So I leave you with this insanity this morning. Something to think about. Something that needs to be done in this country about guns and unbalanced people. A tough decision. Much tougher than worrying about the border. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you.